I don't work with students most of the year. Most of the year I work with corporate executives around the world. I run a venture studio with offices in New York and London and San Francisco and in Copenhagen. And I work with the CEOs and founders of great companies, and I take them through the exact same program that our team has taken the students through this past couple weeks. So I keep telling them, like, this is the exact work that adults around the world are doing, and like, you can do it too. And so it's really, really cool. There's a bunch of the different kind of things that we've worked on. We have our approach is teach, practice, do, which is like we do a quick teach, we do a kind of scaffolded practice, and then we have the students actually go and do the work. Because it's all about applied entrepreneurship, which is going to make the difference. You've seen a lot of our incredible guests. There you guys go again. Thank you very much. But throughout the week, we had the great fortune of meeting with founders, part of the Lisbon ecosystem and the Unicorn Factory Lisboa ecosystem. So we had great founders come in and talk with us about things like what makes a good idea or how do you find a good problem. And then this week, we talked to people about how to go and pitch with style. This is our crew. Everybody there looking good, looking sharp. I agree with you, Caleb. It's a very good-looking bunch. And it has been a wild ride. We talked at the beginning of this that entrepreneurship, building new things is hard, it's tricky, and going through this experience is complicated. It's a little bit like riding a roller coaster. We've said throughout, trust with the process, because when the kids show up today, you're going to see the amazing things that have come out with. But there were moments throughout where people are anxious or nervous. It's hard. We got our challenge for this session from our friends at OpenAI, who said, look, the world of education, the whole world really, is being transformed by AI, by artificial intelligence. And one of the most important places that it's changing, and changing rapidly, is in education. So with all this amazing technology, becoming available to everyone, what does that mean for school? What does that mean for students? What does that mean for teachers? And so we actually had a original invite from the head of education at Leah Belsky, the head of education at OpenAI, who did a video message for our students. I won't play the whole thing because I'm not plugged into this sound system, I realize now. But she challenged our students to look at 3 different things. 1, what does it mean when you have an AI-powered classroom? What changes? What are the roles of students? What are the roles of teachers? What does it mean to learn in the AI age when at the click of a button it can produce a result that's kind of better than anything that an adult could do, right? What does that mean? And how can we use AI to answer those or not answer those? 2, in an era of AI, what does it mean to redefine education? What does it mean to from the ground up, build a new school? What does that look like? Right? If you took the whole thing and started over, what would it look like? And 3, how do we connect education to the broader world? And how do we inspire young people to be lifelong learners, to always be interested and keep that curiosity that we're all born with? So those were the 3 challenges she gave to us. And each of the student teams today has recorded their pitch, which is going off to the OpenAI team to get feedback from that team, because they couldn't be with us here today. So it was a super fun couple of weeks. Early on, we were getting to know each other. We started working together in different teams. We heard from awesome founders. We got to go out and do field trips this time. There was a new addition to the program where the students got to go out and visit with entrepreneurs in the places that they've gone and built. They also met with the head of BBDO Lisbon, and so got to meet and understand what marketing agencies do. We tested a lot of AI platforms. How can we know what to do about AI if we don't play with them, right? And so everyone got to do things like transform themselves into their future selves, right? Look, there we go. There they were. There they are. All right. It's Lara and Marta in the future. We gave them AI challenges. All right. In the next 45 minutes, you're going to get a couple problem statements. You need to create a website, a song, an image. You can use these platforms to go and create things. And the students created incredible stuff. They built websites, and man, I'll play you some of the songs later. They built all sorts of things, taking those problems, breaking them down, and launching websites within 45 minutes. We talk a lot about investigating problems because you can't have a fun or interesting solution unless you know the problem. So we spent lots and lots of time grounded looking at the problems. And then we did a little bit of finding solutions. As I mentioned, this is hard work. I think anyone who's been talking to their kid out there knows this has been a tough, there are moments that it's very tough or we're nervous or anxious about it. But we had some moments to chill out too. There's a strong video game contingency in this group, yeah. I'm inviting them to my Counter-Strike team for next week. And everyone got up and pitched. Everyone got up and pitched their version of a solution to one of those 3 challenges. So everyone got to get up there and do that. Because a lot of what we do is like helping people learn to tell stories and get up and be comfortable doing what they're doing. Themes emerged from the pitches: lifelong learning, how do we change the school schedule, what is the role of the teacher? A clear through line that every team talked about throughout the week was mental health. And it really struck me in listening to these students about the problems that they experienced and that they look at, that mental health was like really clear. And we also heard a lot about equity, access, and inclusion, right? As the digital divide gets bigger and bigger, how do we keep making sure that everyone in society is being included? We got to have some fun too. So there were outings and trips and dinners and things like that. So the team has gone out, but mostly we're working in teams, driving hard, developing our products, working out user narratives and journeys, playing Crazy Eights. The kids know what that is, and finally beginning to put everything together. We have been practicing and practicing and practicing, and so I'm standing between you guys and the kids, and so that's probably enough for me. So we're going to get to it. All right, each team is going to have 8 minutes to present. Yeah, you guys can come on down. They'll get asked some questions by the jury. Parents, you can ask questions too if you're right, and then we'll take it from there.